Okay, well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Elana Fraga. I'm calling today from beautiful Miami Beach, Florida. And I don't know where you are in the world. You might be right here in the United States, but maybe you are in another country. I don't know, maybe you're in Australia or Europe. We have people from all over the world here working this great home business of ours. And also we have customers dialing in from all parts of the world. So whether you are next door to me or maybe you are all across the globe somewhere, I want to give you a really warm welcome to our Empower Hour Monday night call. And usually these calls are all about getting results in life. They are all about home business. If you are looking for a way to generate income and have a life at the same time, you are totally in the right place. Maybe right now you are listening to me from a link that someone gave you, a website. Maybe you are listening to my voice because someone gave you a phone number to dial in live to the call. And but you know, regardless of the way that you came here, I believe that every single thing in life, it's not a coincidence. And I don't know about you, I do not believe in coincidence. I think everything happens for a reason. And so in any case, before I get started, I want to speak to you tonight about Empower Network, obviously. I'm going to speak to you about products and services, the company, why this business has been so successful, and the most important thing, how can you benefit from this opportunity. And so I hope that right now you are in a space where you can be, you know, in silence, just listening to my voice. Maybe you will feel that you are right here with me and I'm having a conversation just with you. Or maybe you want to take some notes because definitely tonight I'm going to talk to you about Empower Network, obviously, because you are here, maybe because this is the first time that you actually listen to one of our trainings. But it could be also that you are an affiliate of Empower Network and you came here to get a little bit of nuggets to apply to your business and also become a top earner in the company. And so tonight I'm going to share 3 or 4 things that I personally have applied to the business, and pardon my Spanglish, and I will tell you my story in a little bit. But I'm going to speak to you about a few things that really helped me in this business and honestly in my prior traditional business as well. So take a piece of paper and a pen, and my intention tonight is not to try to sell you. My intention tonight is not try to convince you that Empower Network is the opportunity that you need to take or you need to take advantage of. My intention tonight is just to give you my perspective about why this company is different, about how can you achieve your dreams with this opportunity, and who knows, maybe soon enough, not only you are here working with us, but also I have the opportunity to meet you in one of the events. And we will talk about that later. But regardless, let's talk first about Empower Network. And before I speak to you about numbers, about income, you have probably already seen them. You went to the website and it is packed with testimonies from people who have made millions of dollars here or hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. And maybe you have listened to stories about people who have become free just because they work this opportunity from home or wherever they choose to be, because the reality is this business can be portable. You can take it anywhere. You can travel the world and, work your business at the same time, which is also an advantage. But my point tonight, or my point right now, is that you have probably already seen many, many testimonies. You watch a business presentation. Maybe you already had the opportunity to see one of our trainings. We have training calls pretty much every day for your benefit. We have them live or recorded, and we have all the information that you need to become successful, especially in a home business. And so let me talk about that. For those of you who do not know me, and my name is Elana Fraga, as I mentioned before. Today I'm actually calling from my hometown of Miami, but I'm actually from South America. I am from Venezuela, if you know what it is, and so that's where I'm from. I'm a Latin woman, that I'm a mom. I have a son. He's 15 years old, and my best friend, and I hope I'm his best friend too. And I'm a single mom. And prior to me being here in Empower, I had been in several home business opportunities. And prior to that, I have been in the traditional business world. I was a franchise owner. I used to have retail shops and work so much. For those of you who have been in franchising before, you know how hard it is, right? You work so much. And so in any case, I came to the home business industry because I was working in the traditional world. And as a mom, it is not very easy, right? I was working 70, 80, sometimes even 90 hours a week, always away from home. I will leave my home in the morning, go to work like many parents, right? And I will come back at night when my son was about to, have dinner and go to sleep. And I lived that for too long. I lived that for many, many years. And yes, I was having results in my traditional business, but I was not having a life. I was super, super stressed out. And needless to say, when you live that stressful life for so long, maybe you have lived that too, or maybe you know someone who have lived that. When you have been so stressed out for so long in a traditional business, or maybe in a corporate job that some people have, right? When you do that for so long, you feel burned out. So that's how I was. I felt totally overstressed, and I ended up like many people who work too much. I ended up like hundreds of thousands of people all over the continent, right? I ended up divorced. One day I got home, and my ex-husband and I were, trying to work it out and etc. And you know what? It didn't work, because now looking back, it didn't work because I was always chasing that something else that I believed at that time. I believed that that was urgent. I believed at that time that my slavery in my traditional business was the only way to go. And I needed to save my businesses, if that makes sense. And so when you have too many responsibilities in something like the traditional world and you're never home, that's how do you end up? You end up divorced. And to top it off, about 6 months after I got divorced, and I got diagnosed with breast cancer. And I don't know if you know anyone in your life that has had this disease. I'm doing fine now. And I have a point to this story. You will see later why I'm saying what I'm saying. But, right after the divorce, a couple of months later, about 6 months later, I got diagnosed. And when that happened for me, and maybe you have had a similar experience, I don't know. But when that happened, for me, it was like a slap. It was like, like a wake-up call. It was that moment that I realized that if I didn't have a change, I wanted a change for a long time. But it was not until I got diagnosed that I really realized that, yes, I needed to make a decision right there and then. And I did, thankfully. I did make a decision. That day, I decided that I was going to start working from home, that I was going to leave everything behind. I decided to burn my bridges, as you guys say here in America, right? I decided that if I was going to be given the chance to live longer, which I did, and thanks God, right? If I was going to have that chance, I was going to take advantage of it, period. No looking back. And so soon enough, I started closing my shops. I had stores from from Beverly Hills to South Beach, and I did wholesale in other countries too. So in any case, I started closing stores. People will tell me that I was crazy. Elena, you are crazy. You're leaving your businesses behind to work that one of those things at home on the internet. And I was smiling, big smile on my face, maybe like you do have now. Maybe right now you are thinking, okay, I'm going now to move forward in my life and do something that really makes sense. And maybe that's you, and you will, at the end of the call, you maybe laugh and smile, knowing that you are in the right place, right, where you feel like you're in the right place. And then after you come in, you totally are in the right place. But for me, at that time, I made that decision, and it paid off really, really well. A few months later, with really hard work, because I have to say, you have to work hard, even if it is part-time. And so for me, I work hard in my free time, because obviously I still had a lot of things that I needed to take care of. And what I did is, at night, every night, I will, stay late, just watching some trainings. I met really, really great mentors in this industry, pretty much by accident, and they didn't have any financial interest on my business. However, I reached out, and they, helped me and gave me opportunities, I should say, too, for me to learn. And maybe for you today, that's the first thing you need to do. Maybe today you need to look for mentors that you know are having the kind of results you're looking to have, and look for every single opportunity to be next to them, right? And learn from them. Maybe it is on training calls, maybe it is on a webinar or a seminar that one day they do. But don't miss the opportunity. Here you have a community, a big worldwide community of people, and you have great leaders that you can just go chase and learn from them, okay? And you will have plenty of opportunities here in the community. So going back, so that's how I started in the home business arena. A few months later, I was making more money than I expected, to be honest. And for the last 7 years, and more than 7 years at this point, I have been working from home full-time. And when I say full-time, I'm not talking about 70 or 80 or 90 hours a week as I used to do in the traditional business world. I'm talking about working regular but flexible schedules from home. I'm talking about my commute is from my room to my office, which is inside of my house. I'm talking that I can work outside from the pool or from my, backyard, and I can work from the park. Today, I went to the doctor. I had an appointment, and I took my business with me. What did I need? Well, I just needed internet, right? For a few hours a day, that's all you need here in this business. So I worked from the doctor's office while I was waiting. Instead of being there watching a magazine, I was working my business marketing online. And we will talk about that a little bit later on the call, because it's part of the day-to-day of the business, cut and paste and, do some marketing things. And the good news here is you don't need to chase friends and family, not necessary. You don't need to do hotel presentations, although I have to say some people are doing it with really great results too. But really, here the key is that you can make money and have a life at the same time. So as I mentioned to you, I actually started making more money than I thought it was possible. I was one of those people that I was looking on the internet prior to coming here, right? And I don't know, maybe this has happened to you too. Looking on the internet for a home business opportunity or an internet business or ways to make money, that kind of thing. And I remember looking at it and discovering a whole bunch of opportunities that will tell you you will get rich overnight without effort, right? Touch a button, money falls from the sky, straight into your bank account, right? You have seen that, probably. And so I remember thinking, This is not real. No, this is, I cannot relate to that. But hey, after I started, I realized, yes, it is possible. Yes, it is real. A lot of people are making a lot of money. And in fact, I believe that in a way, we lose respect for money. Here in this community, sometimes when we hear that someone, and we celebrate the incomes everybody's making, but sometimes you are so used to large numbers that if you listen to someone making $200,000, $300,000, $100,000 a year from home on the internet, you hear that and you are not surprised. Why? Because a lot of people are doing it. And caution here. I do not want you to think that I'm here to take your money, to convince you. Remember what I told you at the beginning of the call? And so I'm not here for that. But I tell you that to my surprise, in a way, to my surprise, I was capable to make so much money because the money was there to be made. And right now you are here on this training dash, overview. And I tend to speak everything with analogies and stories, and pardon me for that, but that's my style. And as you hear my accent, I have a really, really strong accent, but that's okay. You will get used to it, right? And once in a while, I get the opportunity to come to these calls. And like this time, Tara, she is amazing. It's part of the team in the corporate office. And in any case, she said, Elena, do you mind doing the Empower call? And I'm like, no, I love it. Every time I have the opportunity, I love to come here. And every time give you a little bit of different perspective and, hopefully to help you grow your business faster and bigger and open your mind a little bit. So, yes, a lot of people are making a lot of money here. And so I came to Empower Network looking for a way to continue to be home. And I was making good money, and I don't know if this has ever happened to you. I was in another opportunity when, company changed compensation plan. And not only changed compensation plan, it changed compensation plan retroactively. And we didn't like it. Nobody liked it. And in any case, I signed up in Empower. And I signed up in Empower because a good friends of mine, Kevin and Melissa Connect, and, big congratulations to them. I realized that after they went to bankruptcy, they made $250,000 in Empower Network from home their first year here in Empower Network. And so I decided, well, I'm going to sign up. And I'm going to sign up because I know the power of working a business online. And because when I first went to the home business arena, remember I was sick. I spent 8 months in bed, about on and off. My only outings, the only times that I left my home, basically, was to go to the doctor twice a week for months. And so at that time, when I bumped into those great internet marketers that taught me so much, right, I knew the power of internet marketing. I knew the power of personal development and to work an opportunity online and offline too, if you want to, right? So I knew the power of that. So when Kevin and Melissa, when I learned that they were here in Empower Network, and I learned that the products were about, how to make the transition between offline business to online business, how to, get customers on the internet for whatever you decide to do. And on top of that, you have an opportunity to make money, and it is a low cost, but you have the opportunity to upgrade or do upsells to big packages and make even more commissions. When I heard all that, I was in. I said yes, because I am living proof that when you work a business and you add the internet to that, you can make extraordinary income. So I did. I signed in Empower Network, and later I went to one of the events. And let me tell you, I have never seen a company where just regular people, any kind of person, whether it's a professional or it's a a hippie, or if someone is a mom or a dad or 18 years old until 80 some years old, we have people from all walks of life here making money. Some big money, some smaller money, right? But yes, people are making money. And probably at the beginning of the call, you listen to the income disclaimer, right? My incomes are not your income. The incomes of people here are not going to be your income. Maybe you make more money or less, or similar, and but incomes vary. And if you really want to see the income disclaimer for Empower, just go to the Empower Network website /income.php, and you can see the average incomes here in the community. And but the reality is that when you do that, when you do take advantage of the system, when you do follow the trainings, you can get trained. Honestly, if you really think about it, you can get the education in Empower. We have tools to publish content on the internet, and also courses, right? Education. You can learn several different things here. You can learn how to become a top producer, how to make the transition between offline and online. It's a transition for many people, right? And maybe you are like me. I didn't even know what Google was and what a blog was. And of course, I'm talking some years ago, right? But I didn't know about it. And because I had a good system, which is, basically what we have here is what you need to make the transition and work on the internet or outside of the internet or the combination for any business. So we help two types of people. We help people who already have a business and want to acquire new customers. Those are our customers. They come and they get publishing platform. We call it Kalatu. And then also they buy, several of the courses that we have here. And also we have affiliates. We have people that are in the same situation that I used to be, which is, they're looking to make money. And yes, you can become a customer, and then as an affiliate, you can just go ahead and start making money by referring people to the system. And the commissions are super high, just in case you don't know. The commissions go from $17 all the way to more than $3,000 per transaction. And when I heard that Empower had this very low cost to entry, and but the opportunity to do upgrades to bigger packages, to learn more, obviously, but also to make more money, I took advantage of all of them. I actually went after Kevin Connect and say, hey, tell me what's the biggest package I can get here, because I come from franchise business. I was one of those people that would put so much money in a retail location. It was women's clothing. I was one of those that put so much money and so much time and so many headaches, right? Overhead, insurance, all kinds of taxes, different places have different kind of taxes, and all the headaches, schedules, and what. I'm not gonna bore you with all that. And for what? To make a profit. And let me tell you, here in the home business arena, personally, I can tell you for experience, I have had the opportunity to make so much more with just a tiny little fraction of the cost. And so maybe you are here because you have a job and you want to get rid of it. Maybe you are making the kind of money that you're looking for, but you don't feel fulfilled. And I don't know if that has ever happened to you when, yes, you're making income, but you feel like every day is the same, that you're not advancing in life, that you're not really getting any, you're not becoming you're not an impact in other people. You don't have that reach, right? Or for lack of better words. And maybe that's you, and there is something for you as well. Because here we have, several things, right? Number one, Let's talk about the name of Empower Network. Just the name says it all. Empowering people to become the best they can be. Empowering people to have a business, make money, but have a life at the same time. Empowering people that, to make them understand or make them realize that your struggles actually are just part of what you went through, but your struggles of the past are not your successes of the future, right? And meaning it doesn't matter where you have been as far as the struggles in your life is just beginning. You can achieve, and trust me, I tell you for experience, you can achieve anything that you decide to achieve, and any dream that you want to get to, any dream you can make it true if you really put your intention in it. And I don't care how hard your life has been, and of course I do care in the way that I'm sensitive to that, right? But it doesn't matter what you went through in the past. It doesn't matter what you are maybe going through today. And what it really matters, where you really need to think and put all your attention is where you want to get in the future. Where do you see yourself? If time and money was not an obstacle of any kind, where your life will be today? Will you spend more time with your loved ones? Will you travel the world to the places you want to travel to meet different cultures or to help, right? Will you help your, community, your church? I don't know. Some people are so caught up in the day-to-day operations of their jobs or businesses that they fail to realize life is too short. When you realize it, it is over. It is over before you know it. And but really, where do you want to be? And that is the question. And that brings me to my first point of today. And yes, a long story to tell you one point. I'm going to tell you 4 things that I do believe are going to really help you and, to bring your life to a whole different, more fulfilling level. Okay, number 1, be connected to your why every single second of every single day of your life. If you know why you're doing this business. For me, it was to be home with Michael, and I'm home full time now, right? And become his best friend, and and really have a relationship, recover that relationship, and have a great relationship. And I already accomplished that. So I went into the, giving an impact to other people so that they do the same. That's my passion. Helping a million people around the globe to become, to have a better quality of life with personal development, with financial opportunity, and entrepreneurship, and of course, internet marketing. I believe any person, doesn't matter where they are, doesn't matter if they live in a jungle in Africa or in the Patagonia in Argentina or in Alaska. We have people from all over the world, working this business. It doesn't matter where you are, because the internet, the connection has made it possible that any person has a space, all over the world. And so my point is, I don't know what is it for you. Maybe you have an entirely different view of where you want to get in the future. Maybe you want to give a better, quality of life to your family, or maybe you are striving to become, or you want to become a speaker worldwide. Maybe you want to write a book, and you always wanted to write a book, and you haven't been able to do it because you are working hard into something else. You are working on the urgent things in life instead of working in the important things in life. Big difference between one and the other. And so that's number 1. Become very clear on your why and stay with it. And look at it, visualize it every single day, and be present, because businesses are, and the same way for traditional businesses than internet businesses. Businesses are like a roller coaster. You will have times that you are totally euphoria. Things are awesome. You're selling like crazy, right? You're making big profits. Everything is going smooth. And you have other times in your business where, you have some situations. And it will happen. Even in the best business in the world, it will happen. At one point or the other, you will have people that go sideways. You will have people that, try to mess up with your mindset. And you might have people who, or situations. Maybe you have a loss in the family or some situation going on in your life, and you feel like that roller coaster. You went from total euphoria to going to crash, and you feel you are crashing, and soon enough you realize, and what is gonna take you or let you be out of that situation is personal development. And so that's what I am not fanatic, but I love a product that we have here called Inner Circle. It is all about mindset, all about thinking like a successful person. And it doesn't matter what level of success you already have in your life, whether it's a small or big success. That product, you can apply it to any situation you are, and to really help you become better every single day as a home business entrepreneur and also as a person, because it really goes and affects every area in your life. So that's that. And so that's number one. Number two, obviously, action. I find that sometimes because we work from home and we don't have a fixed schedule, right? I find that we could, I'm not saying we will, but we could get distracted by, different things. And so one thing that is really, really important is that you take only 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, it doesn't matter, whatever time you have available, right? And have that time like your sacred time, like your, like if your life depended on it, and just work the activities in your business. We call it the income producing activities. Income producing activities are basically 3 or 4 things, because this business really, compared to traditional business world, this is peanuts. This is easy, okay? And basically you have 2 or 3 things that you do every day, or at least, several times a week. And one of them is blogging, because today, at this age, 2015 and beyond, blogging is important part in any brand that you want to build on the internet. Okay, any influence that you want to build, you want to have a blog. And by the way, that's one of our products. Our main entry-level product is a blogging platform that is already ready for you. You don't have to program it. You don't have to hire anyone to do it. You can do it yourself. It is easy to set up. It is actually set up for you. All you need to do is do minimal things, and you are good to go to spread your content, to communicate with the world. And you know what? I use my blog to communicate, to inform, to say what's going on, and obviously to sell without selling, without chasing friends and family. And so your blog is something really, really that's going to help you. So one of the activities that we do here on a daily basis is that we blog. Okay, we publish content on the internet so that people find it and go to our websites and see what we have. Okay, and this can be for any business. So that's one of our income producing activities. And the second income producing activity that we do every day is marketing in general, different kinds of marketing. I personally love one way of, very inexpensive pay-per-click. And I love social media, the free kind too. And every day I have people just because of my videos, right? Like many people here, when I say I, it's not only me, of course, right? Many people are doing something similar than I do. And although we all have our style, and so I do videos and I do hangouts in English and Spanish. I do the business in both languages, right? And so that's something that you can apply in your business. You can learn how it's done. And we have here the information you need to produce, to build organizations, pardon my Spanglish, and to have teams of people that work with you. It can be online or offline. And we also have one product that I personally learn a lot from, even today, after so many years in the home business industry. There is a product here that I love. It's new, has been out for just a few months, and it's called Mass Influence. And that one is all about, creating influence. Learn how to communicate in a more effective way, and create that impact that you want to create. And so in any case, these are all education all this is education that we have here. But in those products that we have, in those courses, we learn how to do part of this income producing activity or this income producing activity. And why am I saying this? Well, I'm saying it because not only you have the opportunity to learn here, you have the opportunity to learn and apply. I come from the traditional business world. I have a law degree. I didn't say it before. I don't say it very often. I have a law degree, and from Venezuela, South America, but law degree in any case. And I actually went to Harvard University for some graduate business courses. Okay, no big deal. Okay, but still. And the reason why I'm saying this to you is to tell you that I have had the opportunity to experience the traditional education, like many people, right? Traditional education, like I was raised with the mentality that having a good education and work hard were the keys to success in life, right? So I went through all my years of school, and I graduated very, very early high school. I went to law school. I went to do graduate business school and all that. But I tell you, and this might shock you, some of you, the education that I have learned in this industry for me have been so much more practical to make money than the actual education that I got in the traditional business world. And why? Because we live in a different world. When I was young, I'm 47, I'm going to be 48 really soon. And thank you, I don't look that old. Just kidding. And, but, when I was a kid, when I was younger, right, at that time, I'm talking 70s, 80s, 90s, right, even beginning of the 2000s, it was a different world, right? Corporate America, or the corporate world everywhere in the world, was a little bit different than what it is today. There was more job security, and salaries were different. So people used to go work a job, a good job, and then retire many years later with, pensions or whatever, right? So many benefits. And, they live a retired life really nice. That was many, many years ago. Today, we live in an entirely different world. The internet and some, technology has made it possible that any single person, regardless of education, can have a real bright future. And it is the smart people, and I say smart on purpose, the smart people that decided to go and take advantage of making, running businesses on the internet. Those are the people that are really thriving today. And I'm not saying people on the traditional world will not have success, because yes, we see successful people in the traditional world. And there are some people that love their professions. Usually the doctors, maybe nurses, and, different, if that is you, if you love what you do, great. But what I'm saying is, in this age that we're living today, 2015, and next year will be even more, and the following year even more, it is so necessary to learn the skills to run and grow and do businesses online, that whoever is not online chances are has a high chance of getting out of business. That's why I'm so passionate about the products we have. When we can teach people to become independent and use these tools and use this education to, to grow their businesses, to help people. And the more we help, the more we can help, right? Empower Network has had a really, really great track record of success, right? $150 million, most of it in commissions to people just like you and me working from home on the internet. And 16 or 17 millionaires already in just 3 years, and so many people making 6 figures. And 6 figures, we're talking $100,000 or more. And sometimes you have to work a job for too long and for a long, long time to really make 6 figures in a job. And in a job, and this is, I say it because I have seen it all over the place. So many people work a job, but they don't realize how much their jobs are costing them. Because they have to do commute, they have to pay car and gasoline and gas, and they have to put their kids in daycare for the extra hours, and they have to buy uniforms or buy nice clothes to go to work, and they have to buy lunch outside of their homes. And really take a look at it. So much money that people spend and just working a job. And here in the home business arena on the internet, you don't have a commute. You don't have expenses other than your marketing, if you want to do paid marketing, and obviously your product so that you learn and you become a product of the product. It is not obligated. You're not obligated to do. Obviously, you want to do it because you want to learn. And number 2, you want to maximize the compliance. And guess what? That's it. You have benefits from working from home, and you don't have the expenses. And to top it off, you can become free and be wherever you want with the people you want to be with, and you don't have to respond to a boss. And let me tell you this: I'm not trying to convince you to work from home, because the main reason why you're here, I assume, is because you want to have a successful home-based business, right? And I think that's pretty obvious, right? You want to have the time freedom and the financial freedom. And but just, it's a reminder that you don't have the expenses of a traditional business or traditional career. The vision for Empower Network is very, very clear. Our founder, Dave Wood, wants to create or help create 100 millionaires a year. And you know what? With everything that we have here, we have an opportunity right now in 5 languages all around the planet that just launched. We were in English for 3 years. Now we are doing all these other languages, 4 more languages. And every time a company goes internationally and, launching different languages, even if you don't speak it, just by the fact that we are multilingual now, at the very beginning, try to imagine, have you ever met someone that was at the beginning of something and became rich? Okay, well, look at it. 4 different languages worldwide, 100 plus countries, 140 I believe we are, according to what Dave would share not too long ago. So yes, we have a lot of things to do, and that's a view, that's a message. I tell you, 20 years ago, I went to visit one of my cousins, and she asked me to go drive more than an hour to get to her house. And I go there thinking that she has a problem and she needs my help. And because she was so mysterious, they wanted me to go there. When I got to her house and she opened the door, and I saw, a drawing board, right? And people dressing in suits or whatever, right? And doing a presentation for that company that's very famous, has been there forever, and starts with an A. That day, right there and then, I swore I would never chase friends and family to run a business. And that's what I'm so passionate about, what we have. And you can work this business in several different ways. You can, do it the simpler, in my opinion, the simpler the better. And but you need to have the right mindset. And that is the mindset of success. That is the mindset of knowing where you are going, knowing what's your vision, and carry the vision for other people. And we have the big vision of David Wood and Empower Network, right? And we follow that vision. At the same time, when you do your marketing, when you do your daily activities, you have a vision too. And so share that with people. And we recently had something in our team, right? I do training calls in Spanish every day, and for my team, and English also, and Spanglish, I should say, almost every day. And so we did something in the team, and it is, and other people are doing it, and it is a lot of fun. It's just short videos, a minute and a half, like really short, with your phone, if your phone has a camera. If not, you borrow it. Very short videos with your phone. Upload them straight from your phone to your social media sites. Okay, just you need the application and you need the camera and your phone. That's all you need, and press a button. And so we are doing the 30-day video challenge, and it is a lot of fun. Just sharing your vision or sharing what you are doing on a daily basis. You join this business, great. Share why you're here. Share what you're excited, or share where you are going to and who are you going to take with you. And so we have people on the team that are, shooting videos on their way to work and saying, I am here and working my business on my way to work because I want to retire and do this and do this and do this, and I'm helping people do the same. And it's getting a lot of people fired up because people say, wow, I want to do that too. I wish I had the guts to do it, some people say, right? I wish I do it. Well, it is time to do it. Now is the time. When are you going to wait? You're going to wait for later that you have lots of wrinkles in your face and you cannot walk? Well, you don't need to work in this business, but what are you going to wait? You're going to wait for later? The moment is now. It is today. Because in no other time in history you have seen that so many things are working in your favor so that you can work from home, you can help people do the same, and, it is very, very simple. So remember, be connected to your why. That's number one. And number two, daily income producing activities. Even if it is just 1 hour a day, that's okay. But do it with purpose, with intention, just to get your marketing out, and just copy and paste and do your thing in your blog, and do your income producing activities. And also, when you learn things, apply them at the same time. That will help you tremendously to get results right away. Remember, I told you I had microwave results when I came to the industry. And even when I came to Empower, I didn't bring a team from another company. I just started from scratch, okay? Because I don't think it's fair that you go from one company to the other and taking people from here to there. So I started from scratch, and I got results the same day I joined. And I started having results, and the reason why, because, well, I take action. So for you, if you are brand new, if you're just starting, maybe you just fill out the form to get started right now, and or if you haven't started just yet, when this is over, which is in a few minutes, when this is over, you are going to go to the email of the person who invited you here, and you are going to go to their link, and you are going to join, and you are going to remember my words. And maybe you remember them today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, but you will remember this. To the degree that you learn and apply, to that degree, you're going to get results quicker. Pardon my Spanglish. You want to learn and apply, and teach. learn and apply and teach. And that way, you will get results quickly. So if today you only learn one way of marketing in one video, right? For example, I'm just saying an example. Well, apply that today and just, become great at just 2 or 3 things. And you will have the kind of results you're looking to have, because here you can do it, my friend. And so be connected to your why, and learn and apply, take massive action every day, and also make a decision. Whether you like it or not, whether you're ready to get started right now, or you're not ready to get started right now at this moment, but you want to make a decision, because indecision is also a decision, right? Would you agree with me? Indecision is a decision. That indecision can help you get, not becoming free. And so if you really want to have the kind of results that probably you are looking to have with our help here, definitely you wanna get in now, and get all in. We have a saying, getting all in is getting, maximizing the comp plan and the learning process here. And you will remember that too later when you are in your members area. Get all in, and go to the next event. We have events every 90 days. And so the next one is going to be in July if you are listening to me live. If you are not listening to me live, so then it is another place, another exciting place around the world or the continent. And but definitely come to the next event, because you will meet so many people that will make you realize how real this is, and how, yes, you can do it. When you realize you are powerful, when you realize that, yes, you can do it. If anyone can do it, I'm sure that's you. And why? Because I know it. If you're listening to me after 1 hour of me saying all this and taking notes, and I know that you're not here just by accident. I know that you, with purpose and intention, you are ready to get started, you're ready to take action, you're ready to get results. And that we are here to support you, to take you, and yes, you have to do your thing, but we're here to support you get to the next level every single day in your business. And so that's why we have all this support system that we have here. And so get all in, go to the next event, and all the leaders and here in Empower, from David Wood, which is the founder, and to Jay Cron, which is our president here in the company, our CEO, and all the leaders that are here to support you in your team, around the company. And we don't take this lightly. And your success is our success. Your success in this business is our success in the business. And no, maybe I don't have, I don't have financial interest in your business, right? And probably I was not the person who invited you here to the call. If I was, well, you know where to join if you haven't joined yet, right? But chances are the large majority of people in this on this call, on this conference call tonight, I do not have financial interest in your business. But you know what? I personally think that the success of every person in Empower helps the success of everybody else in Empower. And when you know that, you're not going to carry people and do the business for people, but you are there to support and help people from the community. And so rest assured, if you are here with a leader in Empower Network, I'm sure you're in the right place at the right time for the good reasons, the reasons that brought you here. And all you need to do now is just press that button that you see on the link, and just fill out the form, get registered. And then once you are registered, right away, we will connect you to the training online that we have available for you, where you go at your own pace. You want to go fast? We help you go fast. You want to go slower? That's okay. You can go slower too. But we are going to help you go as fast as you want. And if you are in that, if you dial to this call, maybe you dial our number, for the Empower Hour, well, what you need to do is go to the emails of the person who gave you this number and press the link on the email and just get started. You don't even need to call them. Just get started and we'll connect you to the trainings and they will give you a call after you join or one of your team members to do a strategy session with you or something like that. And so definitely, for me, it is a pleasure to be here. It is a pleasure to help you along the way. We have, Travis Reagan, our director of products, is working really hard with the team, and Mars and Michelle and all the people that work here in the community, in corporate offices, but to help you develop your business. We all take very seriously the fact that we want to become the biggest, largest, most successful, and we already are the biggest, for-profit blog in the world or community in the world, but hey, we want to take this to the next level. And so the question is, are you a part of it, or you're going to watch us do it, or you're going to do it as well? So with that, Elana Fraga, that's my name, and wants to wish you all the success that you deserve. And just go right ahead and get started, or get back in touch with the person who invited you here and get started. And I will see you tomorrow. We have a special, I believe if you're listening to me live, and well, chances are tomorrow we have something special for you and to help you, jumpstart your business and help you get results if you wish or if you want right away. So Elana Fraga signing off. Love you all. God bless you. See you in the next call. Bye-bye, everybody.